Berserk, Volume 9. This is part of the Golden Age arc. Chapter 37, Skull Knight, or Knight of Skeleton. Here's a skull. Okay, a mountain. Full moon. Owl. Got Guts camping. Owl's watching him. Sitting there. Was that a sword? Huh. A wolf? Huh? Why am I so scared? Huh. Alone. It's been a while since I camped alone like this. Just looking up at the sky. When I think about it, I haven't been truly alone once these 3 years. I've forgotten the sense of unease, unless my sword's right next to me. I'd forgotten that the night was this vast, this deep. Of course, I could have avoided nights like this back then. I never even thought to try. Back to Owl and back to Guts. Maybe I'm once again trying to throw away something. Remembering, irreplaceable, that I'll never have again. Just think about the times he had. To be honest, as long as I can feel warm, isn't that good enough? Am I trying to let go of an irreplaceable today for some vague tomorrow I might never find, if it even exists? In the first place, I got this idea from my head from hearing Griffith's words. If I hadn't, so can I say I've set out by my own mind, by my own will? After all, you can never become Griffith. It's not today anymore. It's yesterday. Fire's going out, huh? He's like being watched. He grabbed his sword. What was that? That bloodthirstiness. A beast? No. I remember this. This is the savagery that feels like it clings. Could it be? Oh, Zod? It's like behind him. It blindsided me. It's easily. I couldn't even react. Alright, that easily. I couldn't even react. Can't move. If I move, that's when I'll get killed. He swings his sword behind him. Huh? Can't hit anyone. Looking at the fire. Fire's out. Ooh, skull. It's the Skull Knight. Skull Knight's just on it. Does Skull Knight ever get off his horse? Look at this guy on his high horse. Possible. I'm sure he was right behind me. I've never misread an enemy's presence once. Could have sworn he was trying to bring his sword down on me. Zod? No, it's not. But this weird, unreal feeling. So gears have indeed begun turning. Gears? What's that mean? You, struggler. Take heed, struggler. 1 year hence shall be the time of the eclipse. You and your friends, those yet unseen of the fleshless flesh, and that unkingly half of yours, shall all be gathered then in that place. A torrent of madness, a tempest of death for which the human body can never atone, shall sweep over you. But take heed, struggler. You are born from a corpse, and begun your life from death in the mud. Are you closer to death than anyone? Or you are closer than death than anyone. Thus you excel in escaping it. Who is this? Skull Knight. Struggler. Contend, wriggler. That alone is the sword of one who confronts death. Never forget this. Who the heck are you? How do you know about me? In the abyss of despair, only he who stands up with broken sword in hand. Perhaps. Wait! Ages is gone. Huh? An illusion? No. Horse grit. Skull Knight. Isn't he like the king of the elves or something? Now the snow will melt. Huh? The snowing? Please hurry to bed, your highness. You will catch cold. Yes, you're dismissed for the day. Her highness seems depressed. That she does. Why does she seem depressed? Lord Julius, Lord Adonis, and even Her Majesty the Queen have all died in succession. I'd be gloomy too if I lost 3 relatives in a row. But Lord Julius and Lord Adonis aside, Her Highness disliked Her Majesty so much. Don't be foolish. So much the more because they were, after all, parent and child. Here's a boot. And it's Griffith. Come in. Huh. Why is he standing like a peeper? Something wrong? Something the matter? It's nothing. Go. She opens the door. Lord Griffith, what in the world are you doing? In the rain? And at this hour? Good evening, Prince Charlotte. It would cause a terrible uproar if it were known that a gentleman had entered the palace alone this late. If anyone were to see you, Therefore, if your highness doesn't object, would you permit me to enter a room? If someone were to see me now, it would inflict damage upon your honor. Besides, it's rather difficult to keep one's balance out there. Yes, of course, come in. Your pardon. Forgive me for dripping so much water into the lady's chambers, and for my impoliteness in visiting you so late. She just goes in. I missed you since that day half a year ago. Ever since we parted that morning, you went to war. She has tears in her eyes. It's been so. I've been so scared ever since that day you left. I'd wake up so many times breathless from nightmares that you had died on the battlefield. And then once you came back safely, that dreadful thing happened at the victory ball. I passed out. When I woke up, then it was my stepmother who. I never did manage to come to terms with her. I didn't even try. Nothing but frightening and sad things have happened. I've been so alone. Why? Why didn't you come? Come to see me sooner than this. Pulls her close and just gives her a kiss. Go on that end. The star of the everlasting night. Yeah, chapter 38. Star of the everlasting night. She's like struggling. Is that? They're like still. Oh, it's groping her. No. Turns her back on the bed. Thump, thump. Are you afraid? Take all the frightening and sad things, and cast them into the fire. Oh. Okay. Sure is raining. Have you guys seen Griffith? Fluke, I tell you. A fluke. I shall not. I say no good. Isn't that right? Shay is so little Ricky. Nope, I haven't seen him since what happened today. Oh, still the day. The guts left? She goes in. She goes in his room. Okay, where you left the armor and the sword. She's hugging the sword. Okay. And now he's thinking about guts. You believe that, don't you? while he's take care. Like, okay. It's weird. Now we're back to Keska. Huh? Oh, the maid's like watching the people now. It's like, huh? Huh? She goes tell the king. Griff is there. Like, she's sleeping. Huh? It's like in the fetal position. Huh? Lord Griffith? Lord Griff? King. Huh? He left the necklace. Oh? It's like blood. Uh-oh. He like hops down off the, he's like doing parkour. Huh? Looks up. Turns around. Ooh. Guards are all around him. With their spears. Well, well, if it isn't His Excellency, the future White Phoenix General. What on earth is the White Hawk? Sneaking out of the palace at this hour. Right, my sword. No doubt, the details will be determined without haste later. Circumstances pending. You may have committed treason against Midland's royal house. Take him away. Got unlocked. I beg you, wait, Your Majesty. In any case, this is the word of an inexperienced court lady. Perhaps she mistook what she saw in the dark to suspect Her Highness based on that. Silence. He comes in. Father? She's like dressed now. Huh? Whatever's the matter? Come here so early. Even if you are my father, you should never just barge into an adolescent girl's room without permission. How thoughtless. She's like, Hickey, please depart. Father? Grabbing her blanket. Don't! Does it? Finds blood. Huh? Charlotte. Huh? There's Griffith out being... Oh. Chapter 39. The Fallen Hawk. We're at Griffith in the torture chamber. There was a dungeon. Father comes. Griffith. It had been my great hope that someday you would have shouldered a large part of Midland's army as a military genius. Those words I said to you then were no fiction. Huh? There were not a few who slandered your group as a band of thieves, but I didn't think so. Every time the band of the Hawk distinguished itself on the battlefield, it heightened my assertion. For some time, I've held that a knight's merit is not driven from lineage or social position, but that the stress should indeed be placed on his actions and use of resources. However, pulls the whip out. A thief is still a thief. Was your common blood not good enough? My foolish daughter. It's as if she doesn't understand what it means to be of her status. The importance of the succession of royal blood. The princess of the kingdom behaves with some rashness of some townsgirl. Her frivolity is excessive. But even so, even that foolish, frivolous girl, still whipping him, is everything to me. I would give myself, even this kingdom, in exchange for her. She's my whole life. She has lost everything. What value is there in this world? Wars rage on, and the people's lives are lost like they were insects. After how many decades of war, and how many tens of thousands of corpses, we finally built a time of remembered peace, but it's only for an instant. On the upside, the monster named War is always seeking new blood, starting to brew itself new. In the face of that monster, the will of one land's king is powerless. The wisdom of one man is folly. And yet I cannot cease being king. There's no way I can stop. In this blood-stained, meaningless world, if there is one single ray of hope to be found, it is warmth. Only warmth covers and protects me from this world. And jabs with the... You've taken the one flower that gives me that warmth, and plucked it. Unforgivable. Alas, my poor Charlotte. I brought her up for 17 years, she knowing no impurity. Now that she's given herself up to the sport of a commoner, I'd rather that you, to have been with Princess Charlotte, would have had her for yourself. Would have had her yourself. No, don't you want her to have you? Ooh. What are you? I thought it was strange. In Princess Charlotte's 17 years, there must have been many profitable proposals of marriage. Rather, political marriage is the way the world is. Political marriage is the way of the world for warring nations, but you refuse to let her go. But you refuse to let go of her. The great king on the throne of Midland, once renowned with majesty throughout all lands, is actually nothing more than a lonely, miserable old man who can't find any reason to live beyond his beloved 17-year-old daughter. You've lived on by resigning yourself to the monster you envisioned. But you've by no means tried to harness that monster. While you were born to the sword called the throne and held it, it was nothing more than a burden to you. How dare you? You've done nothing more than not fail. How worthless. Silence! Boom! Cracks the whip. Silence! Just whipping. Be silent! What the heck do you know? What does a fool like you know of being king? The land, the history, the lives of the people, all on your shoulders? What do you know? Just whipping the heck out. Just bleeding. And they're all bloody. Smirking. Fine then. I wonder if that look will last forever. Torturer. Sire. He's coming to like pliers, forceps. Yes, Sire? Do whatever you wish with this man. He has sinned gravely against Midland's royal house. You're certain? However, you must not kill him. However feebly, he shall live another year. He shall be made to see the gravity of his crime while he yet draws breath. Listen, I forbid you to tell anyone anything about this. By my royal judicial power, I charge this man personally with treason against Midland's royal house. I must somehow protect my daughter's dignity. If I were to hear about this from anyone else, even just a trifle, they and their entire household, without exception, will be sentenced to death. Yes, sire. Ooh, make him quiet. You are young. No doubt your heart burned. Your heart burned with dreams and ambitions. Ambition. If you had but known your place, you might possibly have obtained them. No, this must have been because you're young. It's disappointing that the white hawk of the battlefield would destroy himself over such a worthless matter. I would never have guessed This is the end of your dream, your ambition, everything. The hawk has fallen to earth, and it will never take flight again. Where's Charlotte? Until a bit ago, she had been crying, but the doctor gave her medicine and she just fell asleep. Till I say otherwise, no one is to come near this room, and triple the current number of palace guards. She's sleeping. Charlotte. The years have so brought out her mother's face. So we touch these lips. So this body was touched by his tongue, his fingers. What is he doing? Oh God. Huh? Oh. It's like, oh man. He's on top of her. No! Yes, worthless. This is worthless. So disgusting. Chapter 40. Demise of a Dream. He's there in his cell. Oh hey. No! She pushes him off. Wait, Charlotte, no! Huh? Huh? Ah! What's he doing? It's like, huh? Lord Griffith! Huh? Just kicking the king? Yeah! Save me, Lord Griffith! Save me! Darn you, Griffith! Casca's out in the field. What could this be about? Griffith called us out here suddenly. I'm guessing training? Without any equipment? Then it's riding practice, right? He never came back to the barracks yesterday. I guess he really was in shock. Dummies. Is Griffith the type who let that get him down? He was out having fun. Yeah, but. Will you give it a rest? Look here, Griffith ain't gonna fall apart just because that jerk split. Crocus. Captain Guts. Huh? They're still. Griffith is sure late. And they're huh? What's up, Pippin? Huh? Everyone take cover! God, Pippin shouted! Huh? And they're shooting arrows at him? Just to get rid of the band of hawks. That's right. Huh? What the? Enemies? Nope. It's Midland's army. Wah! Like getting slaughtered. By all fronts. They are surrounded. Hey, look! Huh? Now they notice the army. Troops! The shoulder driven across the border? Has shoulder driven across the border? No, that's Midland. The Midland army. They're all aiming for them. Son of a woman, what the heck's going on? Are we gonna fight it here? They're like getting shot. Form ranks. If we scatter and run, we're all dead. Why? Get into wedge formation. Why? We'll break through at one point and escape. Sis, look out! Arrows is coming at her. Griffith! Hehe. You're amazing. Is this much torture and you haven't made a peep? I've never seen such. This is the leader of the Hackist. Oh yeah. I'm so moved. Let me do whatever I want to such a beautiful, splendid one like you. This is King's show gracious. He takes the behemoth. That's great. Neat. Can I keep this? And it opens eye. Yeah! And just goes under it. Heh. Wait a ways. I went and dropped it. And the beam is just gonna go down the Chapter 41, Arms Tournament. Okay, we're back at Midland. They're all, oh, they're having joust. Boom, 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 boom. Got a dude holding up a boulder. They're doing archery, shield bashing. Oh, what heroism! Yes, sir. My combat tournament has become quite famous in many countries over years. It's really started to draw in some strong ones. Master, this tournament's featured bout is beginning. Oh. On one side is the mercenary Valencia, also known as the King of Massacre. A wild beast said to have claimed the lives of 130 Midland soldiers in the previous 100-year war. On the other side is this tournament's dark horse, a newcomer using strange weapons and techniques, who continues to cut a swath through the competition. The enigmatic warrior from a strange land, Silat. Coming with a 3-blade tri-blade. This will be a sight. Oh, we got guts. Going in. Oh, he dodged that way. He's like, oh, Valencia's doing all the pushing, but he's just barely dodging each blow. Nope. He like holds both blades. He holds the blade with both his blades and kicks the dude in the face. Boom. Yeah, his foot. It's going down. Oh, but he's blocking. Oh, he broke the blade. Come with the blades to his neck. Cut your sword in two by simultaneously slashing from both sides is simple. Cutting your head off would be the same. I submit. How sportsmanlike. The sword arts of this land are dull and narrow-minded. In the face of my deeply rooted hand-to-hand fighting style, they remind me of children swinging sticks. Ooh, that turban man did it. Ho ho! It seems certain he will win the tournament this time. I guess it's coming. Still, for a foreigner to win with so little opposition, I feel slightly put out. It would seem this arms tournament is no more than a sword rushing farce. We got guts just coming in. Ha! Come with this big sword. Who's that man? Hey pal, I'm next. Wait your turn, okay? Looks open to me. Don't get so wound up. This is a festival. Hey. He's just patting his helmet. Hey. So from where I was standing, it looked like you wanted to fight somebody tougher. What'd you say? Wanna have a go? Are you saying you're strong? Stronger than he was? I say we'll know when we try, right? Do I get a say in this? Oh, the dude. I don't object. But what says the sponsor? Master? Alright, I'll allow it. Give us an entertaining sideshow. Yeah, sideshow. See? He gets it. Huh? And fair. Very well then. But sideshow or not, you saw this yourself. I assume you're prepared. Take your stance. He's already in a stance. Come on, anytime. What? You'll use no stance? He's in a stance. You mean to win by using that freakishly massive sword to keep me at a distance? But then, your style of swordplay can't restrain my movements. Sounds pretty sensible. Well, with that narrow-mindedness or whatever you said, Don't sweat the details. This is a festival after all. Very well. A festival without blood is a rather boring thing. He's coming straight to the face with the... He's quick. Gets his like blocking all of them. Oh, the reverse of last time. Huh? Oh, he has a bleeding shoe. Gonna kicks. Oh. Nope. Blocked it. He's like so close. He's doing like some double. Oh, nope, blocked with his other hand. Both hands are barred. Now he's gonna go for him with his hands. On guard! Ah, it's no use. Huh? Boom. Just smacks him with his sword. His guts is just going brutal. Goes tumbling about into the other knights. You might want to stick to street performing. Ooh. Ho ho! Do you mind? He did it. He's like arm locked the dude. Hey, you there. Impressive. Most impressive. What do you say? Would you like to work for me? I'll pay well. Before long, there's to be a large-scale robber hunt inside my territory. This tournament was also to rally soldiers for that. So I'm not interested. I just want to try my hand at strong opponents. A night of a journey. Oh. Ho ho! Are you a... Pedrinitation? A night on a journey for the sake of learning, training. Well, something like that. In that case, rest assured. They say that the woman boss of those bandits is such a good sword fighter. Even 10 large men couldn't defeat her. A woman? Surely words of its reached your ears too by now. They're a former mercenary group who caused an uprising a year ago in Winham. It seems they were very active in the 100-Year War. Who are those bandits? Band. He picks him by the collar. What'd you just say? Huh? Right. The Band of Hawk. The Band of the Hawk and their woman boss, Casca. And it's back to where Griff is on his knees in the forest, or in the snow. Guts is just leaving away. Chapter 42, The Fugitives. What is this? Fugitives. Okay. Heh heh. They're already there. They're watching over them. Finally, I found it. The Hawks hideout. Like they're by the river. Huh. They're all bandaging up. Dude lost his eye. Casca's in the war room. Huh. Phew. If you push yourself too hard, you won't last. Judia. Or Judo? Yeah, Judo. I know how you feel. But you're essentially the Band of the Hawk's leader now. Everyone's worn out from living so long as fugitives. If you were to collapse now, I know. We're just come back from the group we slipped into Wilhelm. Huh? Griff is in the very lowest level of Wilhelm's castle. Seems he's confined in a really old underground prison. He's been tortured for a year, and still goes on. Several people have heard something between screams and moans in a voice like Griffin's coming from the prison. But in the past month, even that's come to an end. Everyone's at the peak of exhaustion. We can't take much more of this fugitive life. If we don't hurry, have faith. Have more faith in your companions. Surely, we're the ones who lifted you up as our leader. But is there any need to burden yourself with everything? Each of us does nothing more than what he can. Julia, you better rest up. With a tired mind, you can't even plan how to rescue Griffith. So anyway, eat and sleep. Your eyes are baggy. You're right. Thanks. Julia? Thanks. She's eating. Drops the spoon and bowl. Just lays her hand down. She's crying. How's Casca? She'll rest some. That's best. She hasn't slept at all lately. She's actually doing very well. She hadn't taken command at once a year ago. The Band of the Hawk might have been wiped out on those hunting grounds. That's true. She hadn't been acting leader afterwards too. I don't think whether everyone would have survived till today or not. Survive, huh? So what if we survived? All we're doing is running around because we don't want to die. If we survive all right to start over from scratch in some other country, it'd be no use. How many years do you think it took us to get as far as we did? Yeah, it'd never go that way again. Without Griffith, the Band of Hawks, just a rabble anyway. What are you saying? That's why we're all going to try to break Griffith out. You got any proof he's still alive? To be honest, ain't he all over and gone anymore? What are you talking about? Then why are you here, Crocus? Why didn't you go with the others who left? Huh? Ricket, if only he were here right now. Oh, talking about guts. Oh, we got him like nodding off, and a shuriken comes in, or a chakram comes in. Just cuts off his face. Got one of those guys. Guts was fighting just now. Not even enough time for a decent reaction. Now to see if the renowned Band of the Hawk really is prey worthy of my fighting arts. Let's go. And they're like, oh! They're called sprites. Oh, they found him. Hurrah! Hurrah! Just spearing them. Enemy raid. Enemy raid. Guess comes out. Ooh. The enemy's on the north side of the forest. Unit 3 and 4. Meet their charge. Everyone else, get the wounded into wagons and on horseback. Then to open ground to the south. Immediate agitation and command ability. Nothing less from the much rumored boss of the Hawks. I'm impressed. But in any kind of battle, the moment the leader's head is taken is the moment the alchemist type. Prepare yourself. Wearing a sword means you're a warrior, and I won't hold back because you're a woman. Take this. He's going after her. On guard. Oh, got their sword. Kicks. Oh, trying to kick her. She like goes back. Oh. She's on the ground. Oh. She's trying to get back up. She does a flip. He like jumps over. No. He still comes. Ha 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 ha. Casca, how does he move like this? I can't counter. She's like getting her back. both. The fight is mine. If you throw down your sword and order your men to surrender, fine. If not, I cut off your head here and now. I'll count to 3. You should choose. 1, 2, 3. And Guts is right there behind her. Bam! 4. Huh? Looks up and Guts is there. Don't let some street war get you in, or do you in. Huh? Pull yourself together, unit commander. Guts is there. Just smiling. It's like, what? Chapter 43, The Fighter. Guts! Guts! Ray Commander Guts! Captain Guts! Guts! Captain Guts! Huh? Ah! They're all smiling. Guts! Guts. Huh. So that's it. You're that famous 100-man killer. The captain of the band of the Hawks, Raiders. No wonder you're so tough. Good. Hey, no time for slouching. He and I've got a bit of business. Leave this to me and take care of your own job. Huh, she ran. This too is divine grace. Here I'll wash away the shame from the arms tournament. Now I wonder if you can defeat these unfamiliar weapons, these chakrams. So your next feat's ring tossing. You really do remind me of a street performer, but you stink as a swordsman. Chakram? Don't laugh. These aren't just throwing rings. Oh no! Oh no! Guts, those are... Once they fly off these fingers, they go to take off your head and become angel halos. And he sends them out. What are you up to? You're doomed. Watch out! Chakram! Change direction on their own. They're coming back. Oh. Just puts out his finger and his hilt of sword. Phew. Impossible. You mean you judge the path of 2 chakram at the same time? Not at all. It's just like swatting flies, right? I must have been in trouble with 2 or 3 more of them. Or, no, I might have been in trouble with 2 or 3 more of them. Let's see. Like this. Huh? Whoops. Very well. Then I shall add those 2 or 3 more. And grabs... Are those daggers? Or... Yeah, like daggers. Or those scimitars. Rum. The names mean... Oh, they're whips. The name means splendor. As the name suggests, its power is like a thunderclap. It's the mightiest within my arsenal. Drink of it deeply. You even talk like an entertainer. Where do you put those from? With those weapons? Like whips. Like whip swords. It's going... Oh. Huh? Nicely dodged. Excellent reflexes. But how long can you keep running? One armament consists of 5 blades that move like whips and cut like a weasel slash. And I can manipulate each blade individually. How will you dodge blades from 10 directions at once? He's getting cut up. Huh. Look at his blood. Wait, Julia. Never mind him. You take command of Unit 3 and 4. But hurry! He's fine. When he gets that look in his eyes, he doesn't need help. Here I come. He's going in. Got some dodging. Like going back and forth. Really sharp as a weasel scratch. Skawoosh. Swoosh. Swoosh. Oh. Guts used one of the Midland Army's soldiers to block it. How? Just destroy his face. I'm honestly surprised that there's anyone who can dodge the Arumi this long. But however much you run, they'll end up like that. You'll end up like that man. It's a matter of time until your skin is sliced off like an apple peel. Let's take out a sword, huh? It's like stamps down. He's charging in. What are you doing? Knowing you can't run, you're facing me? What can you do in such a brief instance from that low stance? It's impossible to stop the Rumi with your sword. A swordsman as skilled as you should know that. Have you thrown the fight? Those aren't the eyes of a dead man. Ooh, so be it. I accept this challenge of yours. Suffer the dance of 10 blades. It's going in. He swings his sword, blocking him. Just goes really fast in. It's going and swing. Boom. Like updrift. What? Air pressure? He's going, Gah! Huh? And he blocks with his... Huh? He didn't block. Nope. He dodged back. His guts is so, like, supremely going down. Switching weapons on the fly. Not too shabby. He's sweating. Filthy cur. Master Slot. It's no use. We're being routed. Huh? Guts was it. I'll remember your name. He's just bleeding on his forehead. And goes. Guts was looking at Guts. Chapter 44. Comrades in Arms. Yo. Guts! And they're all running over Guts. Like, yeah! Good God! Hi, Ricky. Still alive, huh? Gives a thumbs up. Captain Guts. The Raiders. You guys. They're all crying. We don't have time to stand around. The enemy will come back. We move while it's still dark. Unit 1, secure the camp's perimeter. Unit 2 and 3, carry out the arms of provisions that weren't burned. Everyone else, gather up the horses that ran off. Hurry. Casca. We'll talk later. She's right. We need to hurry. The waterfall. Griffith was. Happened a year ago. The day after you left. Okay. I don't believe it. That Griffith would. Why? After you left, Griffith was really depressed. What I think is, it must have been over you, Guts. Thinking back. And one night, the glorious band of the Hawk, the mightiest military force in Midland, became a wanted band of thieves. It's enough to make me laugh. But hey, don't let it go to your head. The reason this happened to Griffith ain't because of you. No way, not a chance. It was because of Griffith. Griffith's blamed for everything. In 1 year, we've dropped to less than a fifth in number. Some fell to enemy. Some left on their own. We can't even be called an army anymore. But it still could have been worse. If Casca hadn't become our leader, by now a band of the Hawk without Griffith would have scattered to the winds. The band itself wouldn't exist. She did. Not just that. I think we would have been wiped out that day if Casca hadn't taken command. She was amazing, without any weapons, surrounded by close to 10 times our number. She rallied everyone, on the verge of panic with arrows coming down like rain, and led the vanguard in breaking through one side of the net. She continued to command us all to the end, not losing consciousness even with 5 arrow wounds. Wow. So since then, Casca has been acting like as our leader. Not one person opposed her after that terrific deed. To be honest, I think it's a little unfair to her. But we've got no room for any other option. If the Hawks are to survive. Just looking over at Casca. Well, it's not all grim news. We hadn't only been running around. Today a report came from spies slipped into Windhelm that they found Griffith's location. We're soon going to move forward on a plan we've been going over the past year. We'll rescue Griffith. Everyone still here is worn out. We've been chased around so badly. We're all covered mind and body with wounds. But there's no one left who would try to leave. No one's been coerced into staying either. And then everyone here is, for better or worse, a hawk to the core. Courage and willpower alone ain't about to cut it, especially not now. We don't go just to save Griffith. We can't get started again without him. It's a good thing, huh? You know, when the place you come back to hasn't changed, it's a good thing. On that note, what have you been doing this past year? Yeah, right. Have rumors about the Hawks spread to other countries? How come you didn't come sooner? Ow. I'm sorry, Rickett. I really didn't know. But how? Were you on a deserted island or something? He's out. I went into the mountains and swung the sword. Okay. Mountain training? Practically was a deserted island. Wow, that's pretty old-fashioned. But well, I guess it's your thing. You must be really crazy about it. He's just plain crazy. So, did you find it? You know, honestly, I still don't know. But found out one thing. No, I felt it. Seems like, for me, nothing but wielding this really feels true. There are no other answers. It feels natural. Just holding a sword. Huh? If you can say that with a straight face, then well done. Looking at each other. Anyway, you're coming back? You're coming back is proof we still have some luck. We still have some luck left. I hope you'll help us, Raiders captain. You mean former Raider captain? Huh? Crocus? I won't recognize it. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was for some dream or what. But he left on his own. He wasn't here when things were at their worst for us. They can call someone like that a comrade. Well, even when I close my eyes to the past. Right now, as strangers go, you're the real deal. At least get that straight. Come on, Crocus, huh? Yeah. I get it. Huh? Yeah. Captain. How long are you going to talk about this stuff? Come on over and let's have a drink, guys. Guys? Oh yeah, Gaston. What about your clothing shop in Wilhelm? Yeah, about that. I ran out on it. You know, when I heard what happened to these guys, I couldn't just stay there. Huh? All it did was frustrate me. Same for you, right, Captain? Huh. Wait a minute. Before that, what about Casca? Thanks to those wounds a year ago, she spent 3 days and 3 nights in a comatose state near death. During that time, she had nightmares and called out over and over to Griffith and to you. Huh? She's looking over and turns back. Huh. She's pushed herself harder than the looks. She's always been one with too much on her shoulders. But there's nothing we can do. You can't. He's leaning up by the tree. Huh. Casca comes. Turns her back. Come with me. Come with me for a bit. Comrades In Arms. Oh, they're going back to Waterfall. Chapter 45. Confession. She's leading him. Defend yourself. Huh? Hey, hold on. What's this about? We've hardly spoken in a year, and we're just gonna have at it? Well, this is like you. But you gotta be kidding. She sheathes her sword. Hey. Ooh. He blocks. Huh. Time out. Hold on. Hey. That's right. You really tried to kill me? Ooh, she's really going in. She's serious. She's going out. Oi, oi. Don't mess around. Draw your sword. Huh? He trips her. No, she fall. Yeah. No. It's yeah, you tripped her. Because on the bottom panel. What the heck's with you? Reckless as ever, I see. Tell me why. It's a little much for you to try to kill me when we haven't seen each other in a year. Why did you come back now? It's your fault. You destroyed all of it. It's your fault. It's not Gus's fault. It's Griffith's fault. Mine? Yes. Griffith. The Hawks. Everything. You messed it all up. How? Huh? Because you left us. Because you abandoned Griffith. Wait a minute. You can't be serious. This is Griffith. Griffith because I left? There's no way things could go wrong just from that, right? It couldn't be. You really are a complete fool. She told him that. Huh? She needs him. Get back. I thought I told you back then that someone who wants to accomplish something, if it's grand, endures that much more than other people do. Griffith had to make himself strong. But Griffith isn't a god. A person's heart can't be sustained by ideals and dreams alone. You made Griffith weak. He's Griffith, no good without you. Think back. Oh. She pierced him? He's holding, huh? That's crazy. Should have been able to dodge. Why? Huh? He's bleeding. That's enough. Let go. Bleeding? Then what else should I have done? Hit it. Let go. I only did what Griffith would have done. If we don't stanch the bleeding. I just did my own thing. What else should I have done? Let go. Alright, I get it. Let go, you fool. Sword comes down and it's still bloody. Huh. I know. I know what you're saying is right. Really, I do. But I just can't take it anymore. It's told you before that I want to be beside Griffith. That I want to be a sword. Yeah, I remember. That wasn't true. That the me who wished to become that way was bluffing. I'm sure I genuinely meant it at first. But one day I realized Griffith's not a god, and I am a woman. How easy would it be if I could just make my heart feel the way I want it to? I'm not stupid. I realized if Griffith set his sights on the throne of Midland, marrying Princess Charlotte would be his fastest shortcut. And knowing Griffith, I figured he'd be sure to take it someday. Maybe even what's happening now. I thought I could bear even this. I wanted to believe. If I couldn't be near him as a woman, as his sword, it would be all right so long as I could become something indispensable to the realization of his dream. I wanted to believe, but I finally understood clearly that day a year ago that there was no longer room next to Griffith, the way there used to be. My dream had already ended. I can't do it anymore. Desperately trying to protect the Band of the Hawk. It's like I was going to disappear if I didn't at least cling to some fruitless hope. But enough's enough. I couldn't be a woman, or something invaluable, invulnerable. Invaluable? Yeah, invaluable. Or something invaluable. I kept on protecting the almost broken dream of someone who might not even be alive. I can't. I'm so tired. You, do the rest. Oh? She's fallen off a cliff? He grabs her. Ooh, oxygen is fallen. And there was one more thing I realized that day. Though he destroyed everything. Though he took it all from me. Even though I hate him, even now. Though I feel like I want to kill him. She's dangling. She got spears on. Huh. He's like trying to hold her. He like pulls it up. Huh. What the heck are you thinking? Look here. Don't we ever go near a cliff again? Can't deal with being dragged off 2 or 3 times. You fool. Ow. You're always getting hurt. Always. Because of me. He goes, aw. You're always bleeding. You're such a fool. And she's crying. Fool. Oh. I like kissing. Chapter 46, Wounds, Chapter 1. Finally realized that day that more than Griffith brought to his knees from his first defeat. This is the whining crybaby. I couldn't tear my eyes away from him. As he left, without even looking back, that I didn't want to admit what I had become. It was like the me I had been since I met Griffith. Like the feelings I had since then would all be false. Afraid of all that, I've lived by my sword, with the intent of sacrificing myself for my unrequited feelings for Griffith. There's no falsehood in the way I live. That alone was my pride. Because it's what Griffith gave to me. But and they're about to copulate. Like looking away. Shaking. Scared? I am. I wonder if I'm gonna wind up changing. By doing this with you, everything from yesterday, everything I felt so desperately will become a lie. It's like what was important will fade away and be gone. I'm such a coward. These scars, they must be from the arrow a year ago. From the arrows a year ago. They ain't all. There's lots of little ones and big ones. Just looking over each other. What's the point of hiding them now? I'm used to them. They're like medals for mercenaries, you know. But even I'm a woman. I know that. You get all jealous. You get mad fast. You're quick to hit. You're plenty womanly. I feel it to the bone. Nobody, I get it already. I know how serious you are. Nobody lies their way. Yeah, nobody lies their way into a body with this many scars. Oh. Understand. Do you know the jinx of the battlefield? If you spend too much time focused on the dead or broken, you'll find death perch on your shoulder. He was on yours earlier. Don't think about these things, huh? Right now. All you need is to feel alive. Huh? I'll believe it. That my feelings for him now aren't lies. Okay? Wait, please, a little gentler. Ha, huh. Question mark. Ha, huh. Ah, huh. What? He's like remembering back when Gambino, or what's his name? Gambino, soldier butt out. Should have died. Just think about cuts. It's like gonna choke her. Why is he choking her? He's like remembering. Chapter 47, Wounds, Chapter 2. You should have died. Should have died. He's like, why is he choking her? He's like remembering back when, what's his name? I don't know. Bought him. He's like choke, and then now he lets go. Cuts. Why? I didn't want that to happen. I didn't mean to kill you, Gambino. Just think about Gambino. Kill. A big black shadow covered over me. He forced me. Pinned down my arms and legs. I couldn't resist. Not as a child. I couldn't do a goddamn thing. So, I murdered him. Made it look like death in battle. From behind with the bowgun. That pig guy. Huh? Gambino assaulted you. So you killed him? No. Gambino was different. I never meant to kill him. Gambino. He took me in when I was a baby and almost died. He taught me the sword. So why? Why do you sell me out to that pig guy? He was always drinking. Always. After he lost his leg in battle. He talked to his dog. Sushi. Not once would he call out my name. He got drunk and suddenly attacked me. I thought he'd avoid the blow. But when I looked, there was my sword in Gambino's throat. My sword. Huh? He told me I should have died. He said I should have died 11 years before, beneath my mother's corpse. I'm sorry, Gambino. Father! She pats him back. Gets up, huh? He's like crying. Sorry. I did something horrible. Sorry. This was your fault. This was your first time. But I did that. Good. I can't just say forget it. I can't just say forget it. Now that this has happened, I'll go now if you tell me to get lost. Otherwise, I swear I'll make it up. I swear I'll make it up in battle. Guts. I killed my father. I meant to get over it a long time ago. This past year, I didn't remember it one time. Why did it come back now? It's laughable. I've killed so many people. More people than I can count. So why? Why just this? Just Gambino. Such. Just hugs him from behind. Huh? Forget about it. It'd just be us licking each other's wounds. Fine. Even if that's all it is. Fine. I've already shown you everything. All my weaknesses have been laid bare for you. Somehow I feel like we're finally even. Huh? You bled so much for me. These are wounds from a 100-man battle, right? Even the wound I gave you. She's licking the blood. Licking wounds is good enough. I too want a wound that I can say you gave me. I will change. Maybe my place. Like, not just being given to. Maybe I can give something as well. And they're like copulating. He has like bandages on his hands. As I dozed off, for some reason, I recall myself as a boy, rubbing in the medicine Gambino gave me. Beside the boy, an oversized sword shined dimly. They fell asleep. And that's the end of Volume 9.